time for Professor Gadget. He's in the studio, and he came back from a trip up north to one of these conventions that he goes to all the time, and got a bag of goodies, and going to tell us what he learned. And by the way, the phone lines are open if you have any questions for Professor Gadget, also known as Jim George in his other life, after he takes the cape off. The number is 622-9622. Hey, Jim, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning.
How long were you gone?
I was gone. I left Monday morning, got back last night, about 8:30.
Oh, my gosh.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Are you tired?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I came home, went to bed. I said, that's it for me. I am.
Oh. Are you like Puff the Magic?
Puff the man.
Are you Dragon?
Oh, ouch. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I have a lot of things to do today. Hey, I brought back some non-technical goodies for you guys.
Non-technical?
Yeah, I'll let Robin read what kind of paper this
special
is made
paper?
from.
Okay.
Oh, it's stone paper. It says it's a revolutionary paper product made from calcium carbonate powder, 100% tree-free, anti-static, acid-free, no grain direction, water-resistant, grease-resistant, tear-resistant, and insect-resistant.
Tear-resistant?
How cool is that?
You can't tear the paper?
That is so cool.
You can tear it, but it's not like your normal paper where you'll turn a page and you tear. So I brought you back each one.
Oh, nice.
And so it was a revolutionary type product. You know, talk about a gadget.
It does feel different. It does feel different.
It does. It's a slicker paper. And I said, when I saw it, I said, okay, you guys take notes all the time when you're going to go next and everything.
Oh,
so,
yes. So people for the ethical treatment of stones are going to come down on this. Yeah.
Well, it saves trees. Now the tree hugger anonymous. And then I brought you back an anything to anything.
Oh.
So you plug in your USB to to the one connector, and you can charge your cell phone depending upon what type it is. Or
that's awesome.
Oh, I love these. This is great.
Short
I've not
and
had
small.
one.
That's awesome. That's for my right there. That's for my little
wonderful.
iPod thing.
There you go.
Yeah, this is great.
They were giving those away. I said, well, I don't have a need for it, but I know who does.
Yeah, all right.
sure
And
do.
then,
Thank you for that.
I
That's
can
good
use
stuff.
this.
Yeah.
And then let's see
show
what
what it
else
looks
kind
like.
of good.
That's what it looks like right there.
I got one of these little lights.
That's
I
what it
don't
looks
even know
like.
if the battery's been turned on yet or not.
Oh, I love those lights.
Oh, I love those.
And then
That
this is
is
your key tape.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's not working. Oh, you got to pull the battery
The
thing out.
battery
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's see, for Robin,
So you see
There we
Christmas
because
in
she's
here.
getting into that area where she may need one of those.
The area where she needs one? What area are you going into?
I don't know.
What is that?
Take the cap off, turn the button on.
What is that? Oh, it's a fan.
Turn the button on.
Oh, for hot flashes. Oh, I
Oh, there we go.
see. Oh, nice.
I'm set.
Nice. Show it to the camera. Yeah, there you go.
I'm
You
set.
never know when you might need
This
one.
is great.
Put it in front of the camera and turn it off. Show the viewers what it does when you turn it off.
Okay.
Watch when you turn it off. Oh, it just stays like that. Oh, I thought it was going to fold back down.
It does, but after a while, it just.
Oh, I
Wait,
see.
they're
I
good.
see. Okay. Yeah, like that. Okay. There you go. Now we see it.
This is cool.
And then, of course,
I thought it was a vibrator.
every
at first.
car should have one of these in them. So I brought you back each one of those.
What is that?
It's a portable potty.
No way. Disposable urinal bag.
There you go. There you go. For the times when you wish you had one.
It's spill-proof. Oh, that gives you directions. It's odorless, transforms liquid into gel, splash-proof, and spill-proof design. 20-ounce capacity.
For the long trips.
Yeah, 20-ounce capacity. Trash container
Oh,
safe.
that's cool.
Made in the USA. I love that. This
So what
is
kind of
great.
yeah? So these people who make that, they couldn't figure out which convention to go to, so they went
Well,
to
cable
yours.
TV technicians, they're out in back of someone's yard, let's say, or someplace, or a lot of telephone poles are along highways. So they have to get in their truck, pick up all their tools and everything, load, go down the road 3 or 4 miles, find a bathroom, ta-da, portable bathroom.
Wow. Not for ingestion, it says.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I hope not. Another one of those
great.
battery,
I love this.
another one of those chargers that you charge up.
Yeah,
and
let me show my my brief relief package. Brief relief. There it is. Gels
Made in the
instantly.
USA.
Made in the USA. Well,
Yeah,
good.
a little
great.
mini marker.
This is here
Good
we
for
go.
us.
They only had one color, though, which was green, so I got you a little mini marker.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Nice.
And I don't know if you guys ever use these keychain divider things. I use them all the time. So I put my car key on this one and my house key on this one. I can keep the car running, take this loose, and then when I'm done, I put it Yeah.
That's a stolen car waiting to happen.
That is cool.
So
Keep your car running.
Yeah, so I have my car running,
Right.
and I have to go back in the house. I disconnect this, use the house key, the car's still
Why?
running.
Why do you need the car to stay running?
Why turn it off just to go in the house to grab a pencil that I forgot or something,
Well, I guess you raise dogs, your wife raised, so you have to keep the dogs in the air-conditioned car. Maybe that's why.
Well, we do that too. And a little bottle opener that goes on your keychain if you're so inclined.
Oh, nice.
And then I have no idea what kind of stuff is on this thumb drive, but you just empty it and you have a spare thumb drive in case you ever need to download some music or something.
You don't know what's on it right now?
It's technical jargon.
okay.
Technical jargon.
Okay.
This is
And then
great. We can
a
use
little
this too.
a little
This is
a
wonderful.
cup holder for something that might condensate and you don't want to get it all over the.
That happens
And
all
since
the
I
time.
gave Robin the fan,
Yes.
I had to get something special for you, and I know you're going to New York. So
I am.
When you're on top of
Did you give me a knife?
to the Empire State Building, and
Yes.
you want to celebrate
No way.
a bourbon-soaked cigar.
Wow.
Oh, I am going to smoke
$10 cigar, and they were giving them away. I said, I know just who wants
it.
one.
No
Wow.
way. Oh, that's
Dude,
awesome.
This is just for you. That is so cool.
My first cigar in 10 years when I smoked
That
it.
is
Yep.
so cool.
All right, I'll bring it with me.
You're gonna
Do it. My
smoke
dad.
it
My
in
dad
New
used to
York.
light them, take a couple of puffs, and then
Wow.
Did you ever get into the
put
habit?
them off. No, then he would take all the ashes off of so it wouldn't be smoldering anymore.
Right.
But then he'd just chew on it all day long. He just
Oh,
he just
really?
wanted it,
Oh, just to have
but he
it.
didn't want to light it or smoke it.
Did you ever get into that
Nope,
habit?
never smoked in my life,
No?
never drank in my life. But they had some 150-year-old bourbon, and they wanted me to taste it at one of these after parties. And my daughter said, he doesn't drink, and they gave me just a little bit, and I took just a little sip,
Tasted
and
it?
it was
Tasted it?
terrible.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
nothing good about alcohol. And the guy says, oh, it's an acquired taste. You just have to keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and finally you'll like it. I said, that's like hitting my thumb with a hammer. You just keep doing it over and over again, and finally it doesn't hurt anymore? You got to be kidding me.
Have a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Jim.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Gadget.
Good morning.
Being born in Milwaukee, you're taught to be to enjoy that kind of drink from very early on.
The bourbon type
Right.
stuff and the beer type stuff, you mean?
Yes, especially the beer.
Oh, especially the beer, yeah. Nope, I took one sip and I said, I don't know how piss tastes, but if it tastes like this, I don't want it.
What'd you say?
He said the B word.
Some,
That's okay.
some people claim that they had beer in their baby bottles rather than milk.
Oh, boy. Yeah,
Hey,
I used to have cousins that were like my age, 8, 9, and 10, and their family gave them beer all the time to drink. All the
Sure,
time. Yep.
sure. It's healthy.
Oh, if you say so.
See, the reason I called, I was told once that storing batteries like your flashlight batteries, the Ds, and all the other ones all together in a drawer or in a box could be a problem if they come in contact with each other, that they could activate, get hot, and start a fire. Is there any truth to that?
No, but I mean, you could discharge the battery, of course. Like if you have a 9-volt battery, that the two terminals are on one side, and
Yeah.
it would roll up against, let's say, a little 1.5-volt C or D. Then of course the positive and negative would touch, and it would just discharge the battery. It wouldn't be any good. So
They wouldn't get hot or nothing, huh?
no. There's not enough current capability in those little small ones. It'd be different if you had some lithium type heavy-duty batteries that are used for computers or something like that. But no.
Yeah, I know they're telling everybody that flies right now that they have to turn off certain equipment that has a certain lithium battery in it because
Yeah.
it could start a fire. When they turn that instrument off, why wouldn't it still start a fire?
Apparently, they found out that it's in the charging stage or it's in the use stage when it's actually drawing current. So they want you to turn it off so there's no chance of it being activated on the plane.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we're at perfect timing. We'll be right back after the break.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Friday, sunshine mixing with clouds. Watch out for a thunderstorm this afternoon, high 86 to 90. Partly cloudy Friday night with a shower or thunderstorm in the area, low 68 to 72. For Saturday, times of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm popping up in the afternoon, high 86 to 90. On Sunday, times of sun and clouds with a shower or thunderstorm around, especially through the morning hours, the high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Until you go into Automax, Marion County's #1 pre-owned dealer for over 15 years, and see their upfront pricing and how Automax puts their low outlet price, along with the Carfax and complete vehicle information on the window of every single vehicle. Then, and only then, can you take advantage of great finance offers, like rates from 2% with 0 down, and no payments for 90 days with loan approval. View all these great prices and vehicles on the corner of 17th and Easy Street. Automax. Quality cars, outlet prices.
Hey everybody, did you know that there is a black bear sanctuary right here in the Ocala National Forest? While FWC has postponed the bear hunt this year, there are still perils that these magnificent creatures face. Forest Animal Rescue is finishing their state-of-the-art sanctuary on 80 acres in the Ocala National Forest. The last phase of construction is the on-site clinic to help with bear cub rehabilitation and release. Forest Animal Rescue is a 501c3. Your contribution is entirely tax-deductible. Visit forestanimalrescue.org.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Men who kiss their wives every morning before work, they lived 5 years longer and earned 25% more than men who were less affectionate. Women with at least 10 close friends were 4 times less likely to die from cancer than those who had no close friends. What's the germiest thing in most kitchens? Well, surprisingly, it's not the kitchen sink because it gets cleaned regularly. What we really need to worry about is the fridge.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
The Frank Sinatra Tribute Concert, Seriously Frank, is live on stage October 6th through 9th at the Ocala Civic Theater. Vocalist Michael Matthews pays tribute to Frank Sinatra, Come Fly With Me, The Way You Look Tonight, New York, New York,
Start spreading the
and many more. Tickets are $25 for adults, $23 for Signature Series subscribers, and $12 for full-time students. Call 352-236-2274 or go to OcalaCivicTheater.com for more information. Highland Memorial Park is a beautiful place, not a sad place. You know, you need to put your house in order, and Highland is the place to take care of your end-of-life issues. You have thought about it, but keep putting it off. That is just our nature. We want to protect our family, but life gets in the way. Pre-planning makes sense, but at some point, it will be too late to plan ahead. Don't put this off any longer. Call Highland Memorial Park. Make the best decisions and get it done. Call 352-369-1020. We will be there when you need us, but we would like to help you now.
All right, 18 minutes after 9 o'clock. Jim George is here, and of course, Jim is your go-to guy if you have any questions about cable TV or any gadgets. Really, that's his area of expertise. We affectionately call him Professor Gadget. Does your wife call you Professor Gadget ever?
No, she calls me a lot of things, but not that. Oh boy. Well, I'm glad I'm back in town, though. It was supposed to be cool. The weather report said high 71, low of 47. Anyway, I got there with long sleeve shirts and everything. It was not cool. Mm-hmm. It was okay. It was comfortable, maybe like 76 all day long.
Oh, really?
You know, and rained every night. And by that I mean from midnight to like 6 in the morning. It rained. And some mornings when I'd go out to the convention center early, it would be still drizzling or raining. But nope, it was a nice convention. So it's always good to see your old friends that you see only once a year.
And conventions, yeah.
And conventions.
That's what happened with us last night. We were at the Literacy Council fundraiser, Scrabble, and we only see those people when we go to those events. So.
Right.
Usually. Sometimes we bump into them elsewhere. But.
Right, and they're all asking questions like, what are you doing now?
But in your case, they're from all over the world.
They are.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, a lot of people from the Canadian area, Quebec, Toronto, Ontario were there. So I met with them, and I used to be one of the vendors for 5.5 years. I sold product, so I worked for a company that sold product. So I used to travel to all those people and vice versa. So we would all be at the same booths or the same conventions, you might say. So it was good to meet people like that.
There was a story this morning I wanted to ask you about, and I don't know if this is technical more than it is kind of bureaucratic. It says no one technically owns the internet, but the United States will be giving up some of its control after the U.S. did not renew a 28-year-old contract with the nonprofit group that handles the internet address book. International stakeholders will take control of the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, which is ICANN. I think you've mentioned them before.
Yeah.
And become fully independent and autonomous today. The organization coordinates the system that matches website addresses with their actual computer addresses, known as Internet Protocol addresses. That's the IP number you always talk about? Okay. So that's all over my head. What does that mean for me?
Well, it's very dangerous, and everybody's trying to stop it. But the president's trying to give away the shop. You might say he's giving away control of literally everything we do. But the internet, America's been able to keep it free and clean and all that other stuff. Although there are sites that are not, let's say, clean, the internet itself is clean. So if you had China or some other company handing out IP addresses, they could hand out what we call ghost IP addresses. No one knows where they're at, and yet it's a military type where they can communicate back and forth, and the FBI or no one would even know it exists because it's a hidden agenda. So we've been trying to keep it, where it's open to everybody, but only we give out IP addresses. By we, I mean United States.
But not anymore, apparently.
No, if he gives it away to the world, it's one of the things that that Trump has said he would definitely bring back in. But by then it's too late. I mean, once they get control of it and get all the codes of it, they can do whatever they want to with it.
Okay, here's my question. When they say the bumper sticker, if you outlaw guns, only outlaws will have guns.
Right.
Well, if you outlaw making IP addresses that are secret, wouldn't outlaws be making them anyway? In other words,
you can't just create. In other words, that's the beautiful part about these associations that are set up. They call them international. That's why it's ICANN. But what it really means is that all international, like you can have an address WOCA.UK, United Kingdom, NA, Netherlands. Right. Well, all those endings, even though it's org, gov.org, or the whitehouse.gov,
right?
Not whitehouse.com.
Right.
Do not go to whitehouse.com.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Let me look it up. Is it the White House?
No, just whitehouse.com.
All right. Have you gone there?
I have gone there.
Whitehouse.com. Let me see what it is. Okay, it's nothing there.
Oh,
it says naughty people, though. Naughty people meet Filipino women. Oh, it's all text. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Gosh.
So anyway, those endings, those abbreviations, all that is handed out by a group of international people, but controlled by the U.S. If another country gets that, they can do anything they want to with it, and we would never even know at ending ever existed. We would never know if that IP address existed. There's just too much at stake.
So that sounds like what's going to happen today.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope the government, Congress does something to tie Obama's hands because
they're trying, but
he's like a dictator.
Yep, he's trying to leave it where the world will love him. The U.S. may not love him, but the world will love him.
Yeah,
all the presidents, like Clinton and such in the past, her husband. They have cushion. They can go get a job anywhere. They've so fluffed the feathers of all the other countries. They all love them. They can just go there and do anything they want. They get $1 million for speaking for an hour.
Exactly.
And you have a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Jim.
Good morning, Jim. I've been calling my congressman about this since I've heard about it, and I've never seen such a do-nothing Congress in my life. You don't even get a response anymore.
Right.
And I'm just wondering what we as Americans can do. I mean, I plan on calling my congressman again and just letting him know I vote.
Yes.
And I don't care if he doesn't get in, because our Congress is a do-nothing Congress. It's only about what they get out of it. That's the only thing they worry about.
Yep. Yeah, I personally would like to see
all. Is there anything else that we could say about this?
No, I mean, it's there's a lot of chatter, they call it, on the internet. If there are sites all set up. I wish I knew one of them. I don't. I heard about them when I was at the convention center, where you can add your name to a list of people that are against the proposal to turn over all this list. But no.
Well, basically, we can go on the internet and not have to pay anything. And one of the things I've heard is if this gets taken over, all of a sudden you're going to have to pay just to use the internet, regardless of what you're going to do on it.
Yeah. Well, for instance, you could have. My email address, it ends in American Cable, and so I get an email from someone saying we have taken over the control of this, and it's a lot more work than what we thought. And where you normally pay $9.95 a year to Icon to make sure you still have that name and address, it's now $109 a year. There's nothing I can do about it. I'll have to pay that $109 if I want to keep that IP address, that name, that email address.
The only thing I can tell you is don't throw away your pens, paper, and envelopes.
Yep. That's the truth. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. George, and I appreciate your being on the air with us, and I appreciate WOCA. Thanks again.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. And this technology, it seems like old technology, but it's still, I mean, the radio business is a great example of how technology changed people's lives.
Right,
I was looking at this thing the other day about how radio came around just about the same time as the Depression. And so people could no longer afford entertainment. So instead they spent a few dollars. I guess it was probably not cheap in those days, but they'd buy a radio, which was a big unit, right? Weren't they big?
They were big.
And then they could get free entertainment.
Yep.
Because radio has been free.
Yeah, all the big tubes and everything. Yep, years ago they were big. Well, the FCC and a few other organizations in the U.S. ones that decided where the satellite should go, what orbital slot they'd have.
Gosh, how many are there right now?
Hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah.
I'd say 800 satellites around the world.
Yeah.
Well, now they're thinking about giving that away to international groups. When India wanted to launch a satellite, the FCC would say, fine, here's a good orbital slot for you that would cover India. If India said, well, we want to cover Eurasia also, they would give them a slot that the beam would cover that area also, the beam of the satellite coming across. If they give that away, then anybody could launch a satellite, put it anywhere they wanted to, interfere with our satellites. There is crosstalk, there is interference from one satellite to another. They're put in a space on purpose so they won't do that.
Have you ever been into any of the things that like are extreme in technology? Like, I don't know, what's a good example, but does something come to mind? Like I don't know if shortwave is considered extreme, but it's a select few people who actually get into that.
Right.
Do you ever get into any of that stuff? Well, like there was a story the other day about listening to radio signals that they think might be from extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
Do you ever get into any of that stuff?
No. When I was younger, I used to look and read all the ads in the papers and the magazines and all. But no, as I get a little older, I said, I don't think there's anybody else out there. and my reasoning doesn't need to be aired on the screen, the air. But I just think we're a unique group. We're in a unique situation. God loved us, and that was it.
See, and even between me and you, you're in a unique situation, and so am I.
Yeah.
So is Robin.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you know what I was thinking about doing? Asking people if they want to be in Times Square. If you send me a picture of yourself, I'll put you on like a lollipop stick.
Oh, look at there.
Like a wooden stick. And then I'll take a picture of you. Like I'll just hold the camera and it'll look like you're in Times Square.
Times Square.
Do you want to be there? Do you want me to get a picture of you?
I'm not positive. I'll think about that. So
you gotta think today. Robin will take a picture of you today.
When are you going?
Monday after work.
Okay, so this Monday coming up. So will you be broadcasting Tuesday from Times Square?
I'll be calling in. Dan will be doing this, and Robin will be doing what she does. And, and I'll be calling in.
Wonderful. Great. Do
you want to be there?
Sure, why not?
All right, Robin, Jim's my first guy.
Okay.
I just had to say. So we'll have to get a picture of Jim.
Yeah, we'll do it as soon as we're off the air.
No. Just wait.
Yeah, it'll be like 1 second.
Oh, we're done. We're done with the show. Okay. So Robin's going to get a picture of you, like a full body or from the waist up, whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
And I'll put like a wooden stick on you, like when the doctor looks on your tongue.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll get a picture of you in Times Square.
All right, sounds good. And let's remember Joe's wife is ill, so just everybody out there who is in the mood to pray for someone else, pray for Joe's wife.
Absolutely.
She's not doing well at all.
Yeah.
She's got pneumonia, bronchitis, and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I know.
All right, thank you. Have a great day.
That was sweet. Thank you, Jim. We will be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Former President Bill Clinton speaking at the funeral for former Israeli President Shimon Peres, calling the longtime leader the nation's biggest dreamer.
Someone who wanted the best